Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a while that I've uploaded a makeup tutorial. I've just been pregnant and busy. So I'm going to do my brows in this video because everybody keeps asking me to show me doing my brows. So I'm using a Morphe angled brush. I'll put the exact number in the description box below. And I'm using a Morphe brow gel. This is in the shade Mocha. Again, all of this information will be in the description box below. So I'm just filling in my brows. You could just follow the natural shape of your brows. And when you get to like the front end of your brows, I just like put like gel there and then like I just brush it out with a spoolie. But it doesn't matter how dark it gets at this point because I always go in with concealer. And then this is the Juvia's Place concealer. And I'm using a Morphe M167 brush to clean my brows with this. And you kind of like want to spread your skin, your eyebrow skin out a little bit. So I usually always hold the end of my brow or my forehead. I'll put my forehead up a little bit. Or you can also just move your forehead with your face, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to just do the same thing on the other brow. I'm using the Morphe M167 brush. And you can see I'm holding like my forehead. Just because like you want to stretch out your skin and make sure you get the concealer everywhere. So it could be a nice clean brow. And make sure that your brush is coated in concealer. You don't want any dry spots. I'm going to take some more of that Juvia's Place concealer and put it on my lid so I could get ready to prep my eyes for my eyeshadow look. And then I'm just going to rub that concealer out with a Morphe M173 brush. All the concealer and then set it with some powder. I think this is some MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. Okay, so I wasn't recording the first like 2 minutes of this tutorial. I put some of the eyeshadow on before I realized I wasn't recording. It took me like 20 minutes to figure out what I wanted to do because I haven't put on makeup in like a week and a half, which is a long time for me. But now I know. But now I know what I want to do, so I'm going to start with this palette first. I'm going to take my Morphe M332 brush and go into the ABH Norvina palette. And I'm going to put this on my outer corner. And then I'm going to go in with a Morphe M505 brush and take this shade C5 and put it in the crease area right above that brown. And then I'm going to go into the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette in the shade Saffron and take a Morphe M504 brush and just pat that saffron on to blend everything together. And then we're going to take a P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 3 with a Morphe M167 brush. And I'm just going to carve out my crease here. I'm not going to do a full defined crease. I'm going to just do it like halfway and blend it. And when you do these cut creases with a P. Louise base or any base, you need to make sure that your brush that you're using to cut this with is coated with the base, because if you have to keep going back and tapping concealer on, it just won't work. And then I'm patting on some nude eyeshadow here, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. And you want to make sure after you put on this base that you blend it out. Like I'm always blending it out with this Morphe M173 brush because it'll crease when you put on other eyeshadow on top of it. And then you always need to set it with some type of eyeshadow because it'll just crease. And so I take this eyeshadow from the Huda Beauty palette and set it. And then I'm going to take Saffron again with a Morphe M504 and just kind of blend it out where that have cut crease ends to make it like a halo effect. And then I'm going to take Nefertiti, which is like a gold glitter, wet my brush, and put it on top of that P. Louise base. You can put any glitter here. I just chose this one. And then I'm taking the C5 shade again and blending the glitter and the saffron together. And I'm blending by tapping it instead of like blending it, I'm just tapping it. And then I'm gonna wipe away all the fallout and debris from the eyeshadow, and I'm gonna start my face routine. I'm gonna put some tape down and line my lids with the Sephora liquid liner. I love the Sephora liquid liners. It goes over anything. Chunky glitter, pigment. It's the best to use and it lasts all day. I put my lashes on already, and then I'm going to use the Farsali Priner. You won't be able to buy this at Sephora for long because I think I said this in my previous makeup tutorial. He's pulling the line from Sephora, so you just got to get Farsali Priner directly from his website now. And then I'm using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade NC45. And I'm using some Morphe setting spray with the NYX. I don't know what this brush is called. It's just a NYX foundation brush. And I'm blending out my foundation. And then I'm using Juvia's Place Concealer in the shade J13. I didn't want to use 15 today because I wasn't doing, like, I didn't need a lot of coverage. And I'm using this Real Techniques brush to spread out my concealer. I really love this brush. I like it more than the Morphe M444 brush because this one is softer and it fits in the crevices more. And then I'm putting on some Morphe Banana powder. And then here I'm just smiling and putting powder where I usually crease around my mouth. And then I'm wiping away that powder, and I'm going to take some MAC Mineralized Skin Finish and just set the rest of my face. And then I'm going to take Saffron with a Morphe M213 brush and put that eyeshadow on my lower lash line. And then put some Better Than Sex mascara on my lashes as well. And then I'm using the ABH Aurora Palette. And I'm putting on some highlight with a Morphe. I forgot what Morphe Brushes is called, but I'll put it in the description box below. I'm using some brown lip liner here from the Beauty Supply. You don't have to use the matte corked liner. Brown lip liner works the same. And then before I put on my lipstick, I'm going to set my face with the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. And then I'm going to use MAC Velvet Teddy lipstick and put that on my lips. And this is the finished look. I hope you like it. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you all next time.